Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Monday, 13th of November 2023. This day is celebrated as World Orphans Day. Take care of parentless children by raising awareness of their plight, organizing a fundraiser, or sponsoring a child on the World Orphans Day. Tragically, millions of children all over the world or globe have become orphaned for many reasons: war, famine, displacement, disease, or poverty. To make sure that they are not forgotten once a year, there is a special day dedicated to just them, World Orphans Day, which falls on the second Monday of each November. Starting the newspaper analysis with the newspaper, The Hindu stated that United States conducts air strikes against Iran-backed groups in Syria, retaliating for attacks on the United States troops. The militant groups, many operating under the umbrella of the Islamic resistance in Iraq, have carried out nearly 50 attacks since October 17 on the bases housing United States personnel in Iraq and Syria. This image from the video provided by the Department of Defense shows on November 8, 2023, a strike on a weapons warehouse center in eastern Syria. The strike targeted a facility linked to Iranian-backed militia, in the retaliation for what has been growing number of attacks on the base housing United States troops in the region of the past several weeks. The Hindu newspaper also states that Joe Biden dials Qatari Emir on a Gaza situation. Qatar Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani received a phone call from United States President Joe Biden to discuss open development in the Gaza. The Amiri Divan, the main seat of the government in Qatar, reported on Sunday, November 12, 2023. Qatar Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani attending an emergency meeting of the Arab League and Organization of the Islamic Cooperation (OIC) in Riyadh. The Hindu newspaper also states that Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar, Prime Minister Modi calls on President Murmu, Union Minister Piyush Goyal, and Simriti Zuban Irani to meet the President to greet her on Deepavali. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar and his wife Sudesh Dhankar greet President Draupadi Murmu at the Rashtrapati Bhavan on November 12, 2023. Going towards the Indian Express newspaper states that oxygen being supplied rescue ops after under construction tunnel collapse in Uttarakhand traps several workers. Uttarakhand tunnel collapse, 40 workers trapped. SDRF Inspector Jagdamba Bijwalan says debris could be blocking anywhere between 25 and 50 meters of the tunnel. Rescue operation underway after the portion of a tunnel under construction between Silkyara and Dandalagong on the Brahmakhal Yamutarani National Highway collapsed in the Uttarakashi district. Indian Express also states that Trudeau says fight with India not something Canada wants right now, seeks to work constructively with New Delhi. Addressing the media on Friday, Trudeau also alleged that India violated the Vienna Convention as over 14 Canadian diplomats were shifted from India after New Delhi threatened to strip them of their diplomatic immunity. The ties between India and Canada came under severe strain following Trudeau's allegations in September of a potential involvement of India's agents in the killing of Khalistani separatist Hardeep Singh Nijjar on June 18 in British Columbia. Indian Express also states that Urban Livelihood Mission ends March next year. Government may bring second version. The possible day NULM 2.0 could target different occupation groups in the states, such as construction workers, rickshaw drivers, and other unorganized sector workers, according to the government sources. Currently, the mission focuses on creating women's self-help group, conducting skill-based training, setting up shelters for the urban homeless, and supporting street vendors. Going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that Japanese rover tests on track for lunar mission with the India. JAXA has created multiple facilities to illuminate the lunar terrain with the dark, roomy, sandy terrain with the rocks and lunar lighting to test the mobility and navigation abilities to the rover. New Delhi, months after India successfully landed a craft near the lunar South Pole. The next mission of the Indian Space Research Organization, in collaboration with the Japan, is processing at a fast pace, with the Japanese agency recently completing a series of tests for the rover that will traverse the lunar surface. Yes, the Times also states that nearly 40 laborers trapped once again as under construction tunnel collapses in Uttarakhand. Nearly 40 laborers are feared to be trapped as a puzzle portion of the under construction tunnel from the Silkyara to Dandalagaon, the Yamunotri National Highway NH in Uttarakhand's Uttarkashi collapsed on Sunday. The incident took place around 200 meters from the one side of the tunnel's mouth. Large ban on the firecrackers floated in Delhi despite Supreme Court order. The ban on the firecrackers was violated in the several areas of Delhi as people celebrated Diwali on the Sunday. Revelers light firecrackers during Diwali in the New Delhi on November 12. Going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, markets again 0.55% in Muhurat trading session. Samvat 2079 was a year filled with the global uncertainties, but the Indian markets was able to absorb all the chaos and turn in the decent returns of almost 10% higher than the average inflation rate of 5.85%. Stock markets on Sunday showed in somewhat 2080 on a firm note, with the key indices gaining 0.55% in the auspicious Muhurat trading session. The benchmark Sensex rose 355 points to 65,259.45, and the NSE Nifty index railed by 100 points to 19,525.55 on buying support from investors. During the Samvat year 2079 ended on Friday, the BSE Sensex jumped to 5,073.02 points or 8.47%, while the Nifty climbed 1,694.6 points or 9.55%. 7 years after the demonstration cash with the public falls rupees 74,728 crore in the April-October. The decline is mainly due to the Reserve Bank of India's decision to withdraw the rupees 2000 denomination notes from circulation on May 19 this year. While the value of 2000 notes was at rupees 3.62 lakh crore when the withdrawal was announced, notes worth rupees 10,000 crore notes are yet to come back to the Reserve Bank of India. Airport to metro, how non-core businesses bring firms more money. Across key transport infrastructure segments, non-core revenue streams are assuming growing significance as operators look to diversify revenue to be de-risk businesses and subsidize core operation to keep services economical for consumers. For both Delhi and Mumbai airports, users use the development of fee UDF, which is charge levied on passengers and is included in their ticket price, forms a large chunk of aeronautical revenue. When towards the world news, including heavy fighting rages near main Gaza hospital, and Netanyahu dismisses call for ceasefire. There's another wildfire burning in Hawaii. This is one of the destroying irreplaceable rainforest on Oahu. Israel-Hamas war live news updates after 2 days Israel military to help evacuate babies from Gaza Al-Shifa hospital. From science and technology, to keep a Gaganyaan crew module upright after a splashdown, Indian Space Research Organization planned tests in 2024. The TVD-1 mission was a part of preparation for ISRO's first human spaceflight Gaganyaan mission scheduled in 2024-25. The Indian Space Research Organization will conduct an experiment in a crew module to ensure it remains upright after splashing down in the sea. The basic crew model in the TVD-1 mission on October 21 this year turned upside down while being recovered by naval divers in the Bay of Bengal. Alright, 1,000 hands down the best budget Bluetooth keyboard. Getting a good Bluetooth keyboard from a top tech brand for about rupees 1,000 has been considered about as likely as Iceland winning the Cricket World Cup notwithstanding their trade wit. The white model we got was made totally of plastic, 60% of which is post-consumer recycled plastic with a matte finish. From the artificial intelligence of Google in tax to the investor in artificial intelligence startup character artificial intelligence founded by a former Google employees Noam Shazir and Daniel T. Freitas. Character artificial intelligence allows people to chat with the virtual versions of celebrities like a Billie Eilish or anime characters while creating their own chatbots and artificial intelligence assistants. An illuminated Google logo is seen inside an office building in Zurich, Switzerland, December 5, 2018. At last, there is a famous quotation said by Rabindranath Tagore, whose birth anniversary is 7 May 1861 up to 8 August 1941, was an Indian poet, writer, playwright, composer, philosopher, social reformer, and a painter. He reshaped Bengali literature and music as well as the Indian art with a contextual modernism in the late 19th and early 20th century, author of the profoundly sensitive, fresh, and beautiful poetry of Gitanjali. He became in 1930 the first non-European and the first lyricist with a Nobel Prize in Literature. Tagore's poetic songs were vivid as spiritual and mercurial, while his elegant prose and magical poetry were widely popular in the Indian subcontinent. He was a fellow of the Royal Asiatic Society, also referred to as the Bird of the Bengal. Tagore was known by his sobriquets Gurudev, Kobi Guru, and Biswa Kobi. The famous Rabindranath says a famous quotation. He says that it is very simple to be happy, but it is very difficult to be simple. Okay, thank you.